What's up guys, Beaver Fleming here. Happy Motivational Monday. You guys are going to have an incredible week and I'm so hyped to dive into the topic today, which we're going to talk about momentum and building momentum. When you want to see breakthrough in your life but you're not seeing it, a lot of times you may have to go back and just start building some momentum. Momentum is really powerful because you need it to build yourself up. It's like this. So when you pick up a guitar, you're not just going to pick up for the first time ever and just start playing a crazy song. And a lot of people get burnt out on it because they think that. But if you can look through it, and play like a chord or something like that and then learn maybe a couple of tabs, then you're going to be able to see breakthrough. And that's building momentum to carry yourself into learning how to play a full-on song. In the same way with skating, you're not going to go for your first time to a skate park and drop in on a huge vert ramp and expect it to be easy. No, you got to take your time, build your momentum up, build yourself up, roll around on the little ramps, get comfortable riding a skateboard, and then hey, work your way up. And your momentum ultimately depends on how much you want to put into it. You can get good quick if you really put in the time and the effort. Ultimately, I think a good way to not burn out is by keeping that momentum in your mind. I need to take the right actions to get there. I'm not just going to go for something that's way out of my league. I'm going to figure out, okay, how can I build little things that I can get to this trick that's way out of my league, or get to this idea that's way out of my league right now. It's not always going to be there, and I think you should ultimately always shoot for the stars and go for something epic. But at the same time, you got to break it down into, okay, how can I get myself ready to be prepared for when I'm going for that something epic? It starts with the daily things. It starts with the things we're doing each day to grow in whatever area it is. I just want to encourage you guys to start building some momentum in your life. Is there anything that you really want to do that you haven't even started at yet? Figure out the small steps that you can take to figure out how to get there. And whatever it is, maybe you want to learn how to play piano. Maybe you want to be a swimmer. Maybe you want to be a diver. Maybe you want to be I don't even know. It can literally be anything. Maybe you want to be a guitarist. Maybe you want to be a skateboarder. Maybe you want to be just an awesome person. Everyone's an awesome person, so cancel that one. You got to evaluate, where am I at right now? Where do I want to be? You're here right now, you want to be here. Alright, how can we build some momentum, work on some stuff that's really going to generate us to get there in the most efficient way possible? And that's what building momentum is all about. Figuring out the things you need to do to get you there and not worry about the things you don't need to do that are pulling you away from it. So staying focused on the goal, committed to the dream, and you'll get exactly where you need to get to. But it's all about creating the momentum, because when you have momentum, you have so much more to balance yourself on. That way it doesn't feel like such a stretch. When it's here to here, it feels like such a stretch, but if you can figure out all the steps and build some momentum, and by the time you get here and it's still a long stretch, you're like, woo, we got some momentum, we can keep going. It just makes everything a lot easier, and I think it's really powerful when you can actually have it working in your life for you and not against you. Because there is a lot of momentum that's always going to be against you, but you got to cancel that out and push some stuff forward. That way you can see the breakthrough that you've been dreaming of. Thank you guys again so much for checking this out. Be sure and send this to someone that just needs that extra little push to help generate some momentum. And let's be momentum for other people. Let's be that word of encouragement. Let's be that word of love that people need to hear sometimes when they're in a struggle. Everyone can help each other get to their breakthroughs, but it starts with each other. So thank you guys again so much. Be sure and subscribe, send this video to a friend, and stay tuned to see everything else we're getting into this week. You!